Oh man. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Are we live? Are we ready? Are
Hello?
we on? Are we on?
Is this thing working?
Is this thing I don't know. I hope it is. I hope it is. I hope it is. Anyway,
Hello! I'm just kidding.
Lord, let me say what I want to say, Toast. I've been practicing this all morning. You gotta let me say it. See now there's pressure on this.
There
Herdesnich,
better
welcome
be.
in! Herdesnich, welcome in! Which basically means hello, everybody, in German, which is the most common language in Austria. I definitely butchered that, and I hope that someone mentions that. No doubt someone will, that I messed it up completely. But Herdeslich, welcome in. Welcome, everyone. This is
Welcome, welcome.
Austria. Yes, Austria. Welcome, everyone. This is JIC Racing League Season 3. It's like a pre-season event, a shakedown, practice, not, I was about to say fuck around, but it's not really. We're trying to take this pretty seriously. It's a bit of a test to make sure everything works, but even though it's a test, there will definitely be some fast and exciting racing, hopefully tonight, on this Saturday night. For those of you in the US, or Sunday afternoon, for those of you in Australia, all those sorts of parts. We're here, obviously, at Austria, the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg. This 4.3 kilometer, or roughly 2.7 mile long circuit, to provide some quality racing. The weather is going to be clear all round. We've got short qualifying right now, 18 minutes to slap down your best lap time, and then we'll have 36 laps around this track. I'm expecting Toast a qualifying time of around a mid 103.
Oh,
Welcome to you, by the
seriously?
way. Yeah, yeah, welcome to you, by the way. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Well, thanks for
Uh,
inviting me. I couldn't
journey,
come up with
wow.
a cool intro, schlock or whatever. So, sorry, guys.
Listen, I was practicing that all morning and I still messed it up, but I'm not going to say it again because I no doubt it'll just get worse and worse from here. But we've got 12 drivers at the moment, maybe one or two more joining midway through this session that will make it for the race. We've got 10 corners, 3 to the left, 7 to the right. Very exciting. My favorite corner is one of those left-hand turns, turn 2, which I will make sure to annoy the shit out of everyone and point that out every time we see a car go through there because it's just my favorite corner, really. Um, but I'm very excited to see who can stick it on pole now. In practice yesterday, for those of you who missed it, Dark in the Red Bull went P1, who his name is Arctic Prodigy. If it hasn't been changed, I don't know if we can. But yeah, Dark or Arctic Prodigy P1 with a 104.5, then Cozy P2 and Buck in the McLaren in P3. So 104.5, I'm expecting that to get smashed today, to be honest. But we will have to wait and see what happens.
Yes, we will.
I guess yeah. The storylines from yesterday, the end of practice, Toast. If you remember, Aston had quite a lack of track time. Switch Astro completed his program and then said, you know what, that's enough, and he
Like
retired
enough
and
for
headed out.
tonight.
And then Buck also afterwards, when we interviewed him, you'll remember, he said his target was to chase down Mercedes. So I think they've been putting in a lot of
Oh my goodness.
simulator work. What has gone on there?
I'm so sorry for that
Now, go on,
interruption.
what was it?
You were
Tell me
on
what.
Aston
Tell
Martin,
me.
so I was like, okay, I gotta see the boy who didn't show up yesterday. I heard he's been
Did he have a bit of
slacking
a
off.
moment?
Yeah,
I
hasn't
think he
been
did.
attending. Yeah,
Had a
Blake,
bit of a moment.
he's
Had a
fun.
bit of a moment, but he is now setting up as Mab, who's our new driver. I'm a big Lewis Hamilton fan, I'm told. But he is here, and he's driving for Alfa Romeo, kind of by himself at the moment. Hopefully we can get him a teammate soon as MGS sticks at 104.656.
Whoa.
Even though it says 657. There you go, 104.565. So there you go. We are already at the times we saw yesterday in practice. We are already there. So that's what I mean by 103s, and that time from yesterday is going to get smashed. Greencastle with a 106.7. Yeah, so Mab, new driver, Alfa Romeo by himself at the moment. I've also had another driver change or swap or a bit of silly season action happening already before the start of the proper season, but MX3 Docs is driving instead of GP McSleazy with OG. and they know each other pretty well. They race in another league as competitors or teammates, actually, I think, at Mercedes in that league. So they're actually teammates in another league. So MX3's come on over, and he's going to try his hand with all of the guys in here as Cozy 6 at P3 with 104.7. And we have one Mercedes. I mentioned yesterday that Icedude was going to miss, but unfortunately Nova was not able to make it for this race as the reserve or replacement. So JiCo will be driving a lone hand today. Lone hand, and I mentioned to him before I was interviewing before, and I mentioned, you know, will this be a hot lap simulator for you today? And he said, oh, I'm not sure. There's a few people who are quite quick. Some might not quite be like that, but he's going to have to do the strategy and comp that by himself today. As I'm just watching Dark go through. Are you watching JiCo? Okay, let me shut up and switch over. Goes purple to the first sector. Feeling very confident at this track, I believe. Obviously got DQ'd yesterday, but that was a load of bullshit. That's some bullshit, man. So yeah, obviously got DQ'd and is now. I mean, he's feeling very confident at this track, I think. He thinks there will be some quick boys. There we go. Purple to the first sector. As we head around turn number 8. I got the corner numbers all wrong yesterday, but all that matters is I got turn number 2 right, so that's all I care about. Around turn number 10, actually, this is the final going on. Oh, he goes a bit wide there, but we lose a little bit of time. Comes the line, it goes P1 with a 104.4, so there you go. There we go. So 104.4, Buck 104.5. They're
currently the fastest lap is at 1:04.4. We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid.
And we see better times as Mab actually did a 105.8 on the medium tyre. That's pretty good from him. Pretty damn good. As JiCo lets through the AlphaTauri of Gionos, who's just on a lap here at the moment. Coming down towards turn number 4 under that Pirelli sign. I think JiCo might be out of fuel or just slowing down. I'm not entirely sure. But Gio is heading around turn number 5 and 6. You might be able to see as he comes around here. Actually, you won't be able to see it. But everyone always talks about the Red Bull ring. You know, obviously, if you watch the IRL coverage, they normally start with a picture of the Red Bull or the Big Bull statue.
Whoa.
Toast, do you know that one?
Oh yeah, the cool looking.
Yeah, the Big Bull statue at this. Yeah, it's on the inside of turns 5, 6, 7, and 8. So in that middle sector part, it's just sitting there, up on the back of the grandstand, watching over. And you might be able to see from Gio's POV actually. Yeah, no, you can't really see it. But anyway.
No.
Anyway, you kind of got a glimpse of it, but I want to get a proper look at it. We'll see if we can get one during the race, maybe, of that. Maybe it might be on our screens anyway, but Gio's continuing to push on. Who's not set a lap yet? Docs. Docs needs to be careful, or he's going to get DQ'd for sitting on the track. Or am I the only one seeing that?
I don't see him anywhere.
He's stationary at the moment.
I see him.
Oh, lag. Now he's moving as he dives across the inside to get out of the way of his teammate. OG Trash, who is pushing on. Switch Astro went P7 while we were not watching, and Blake actually stuck it up in P2 with a 104.5. So there you go. There you go. Very interesting, this. Very interesting. I did say 103s were possible. No one's got in there yet.
It's Q1, maybe.
No one's got in there yet, no. Oh, and there we go. 104.0 improves that advantage by quite a margin. He definitely improved by quite a margin.
I'm just
so there you go.
on an out lap, so I'm actually kind of curious how this kid's gonna do.
Who are you with? MG?
MGS.
MS Genie?
MS Genie.
For those of you who joined us for practice yesterday, you'll notice that MGS sounded a little different, and I've been told it was actually his cousin MS Genie who's going to be driving in this. This league. Obviously, MGS had a lot of spins last season, had a lot of issues, but it looks like maybe a new alias or maybe a change of
hairstyle.
Yeah, change of hairstyle, just, you know, a bit of a change. He's decided that he's gonna just roll with MS Genie, as his like Italian alter ego.
I have a feeling
He goes purple.
He could be P3 or P2.
He goes purple to the first sector.
Jeez,
That's
okay.
intriguing. About a tenth and a bit up on his previous best. He's 6/10 down on JiC's. So JiC's probably making up most of his time in the middle part of the lap, I'd say. If that's anything to go by, but we'll see what MGS can do here. Had a bit of a wobble. Coming out of turn 4, turn 5, now turn 6, throws it in. Nice and tight to that apex, looking quite good there. Maybe lost a little bit of speed. As he's lost a bit of time. Lost a little bit of time here. But let's see what he can do as he approaches the final 2 corners. Doesn't attack that curb. Throws it in the last corner. In 5th, now 6th. Using all the battery up to the line. Improves by a tiny little bit. Tiny little bit. So he's very quick down the straights, but maybe losing it in the middle part of the lap. He's
Blake's
P4.
gonna start another one. Let's see if it's going well.
Blocky.
With this. Yeah, Blake.
Blocky, Aston Martin driver who did not show an appearance yesterday. Up in P2 at the moment. I've heard he's been having issues with the setup, but he's generally pretty much on the pace straight out of the box, as they say. So let's see what he can deliver here. There's my favourite corner. Now turn number 3, we're already past it. Such a useless corner, but anyway. Here he goes as Dox rejoins, but he won't be able to take control of his car, I don't think, as Blake has backed out, I think.
Why?
Yeah,
What happened?
I think Blake's backed out. I think he might have lost too much time in the first sector. He was a tenth and a bit down at the end of the first sector. I think he just decided, now throw that time in the bin and we'll just go again, which is fair enough.
Oh, 6
Fair
minutes left. And
Yeah, you got time. He'd probably do another run and then head on back to the pit lane because it's such a short lap here. Tiny little lap. This track, by the way, there's the bull from Blake's POV on the left-hand side, if you just saw it there. But I'm going to be obsessed with that bull, I'll tell you. But I was just going to make a point of saying this track is in a beautiful location. It's kind of in the middle of like a, think of like a soup bowl. It's kind of like in the bottom part of it with, as you can see from when you look on board with anyone, you see all the mountains around the outside. It's kind of at the bottom of like a bowl. And it's got the elevation changes too, it looks beautiful.
it's pretty.
And it is, and the time of day that this is obviously set at, you can see kind of the sun effect on some of the stands. Beautiful. Looks very nice. Very attractive. Very attractive to watch, hopefully, for you viewers and for us to commentate. Looks very, very nice. But anyway, Blake, turn 1. Hops that curb. Look good. KV Source has joined. I don't know if he'll be able to get on track. Hopefully he can. I remember in last year's game you couldn't join mid-quali. That was the problem. You couldn't come in quali and get on the track. So let's see if he can actually do that. I remember people struggled to do that last time.
That's true.
You can in practice, as we saw yesterday with people joining and leaving, but quali, I don't know if you can. If not, he'll be at the back of the grid in P13 at the moment. Unless maybe Venom might be able to make an appearance. We will have to wait and see as Blake, rounding turn 6, looks very neat and tidy. Oh, purple to the middle sector.
Oh.
Interesting. Over that big curb there. By big curb, I mean long curb, not like high. Attack that second last corner. No, he keeps it off the curb there. In the last corner, out the last corner. What can he do? Can he stick it on P1? Oh, 10th and a half down. 10th and a half down. So there you go.
Whoa.
Oh, whoa. As Dark goes P1, well, 103.9. That's the first driver in the 103s. That's spicy. That's spicy. I'm very interested to see what everyone else can deliver, as I think we've got Switch Astro just rounding the final corner. Yep. Coming up to the line. And he sets a 104.874. Very tight in that midfield. And by midfield, I mean below the top 3. From P4 down. Very close. 104.5, 104.5, 104.7, 104.8, and 104.8. Very close. So I think Switch Astro is going to head back to the pit lane. Who are we on board with at the moment? Who are you watching?
Let's go with KV really quick.
You think? Oh, he is on track.
He is. He's
Whoa!
setting up right
Another one who missed yesterday, if those of you remember.
now. See what they got.
Let's see what he can deliver under pressure. He's obviously missed yesterday, and he's going to have probably 2 goes at it, I think. If he can nail this first sector, or this first lap, sorry. Whoa, big oversteer. That was like a fish. That rear end. It's like a fish's tail. That's why they say fish tailing. But anyway, turn 4. Yeah, the car just does not look planted here. Could be quite fast down the straights, this car, but I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't think it's loving the corners. Got to be careful here. Around the final 2 corners, I don't know if he might just say abort this lap and go on the pit lane, or whether he's going to finish it. No, he's going to finish it. Last corner. And up to the line. P10. Interesting. Okay. Well, he's moved himself off the back of the grid, so that's good for Ferrari. But
let's go on board with JiC really quick.
Let's do it. Let's see this heater. Turn 1. Up the gears. And then Dark's coming out of the pit lane, so he's going to come out and try and respond here. Let's see what JiC can do. He's up by 700ths at the end of the first sector. That looked pretty good. Out of turn number 3 in 3rd gear. Funny about how that works. Comes over probably the highest point on the track a little bit. But the drop down now into turn number 4. Very easy to lock and brake there. Neat and tidy. Missed the apex though. He kept it reasonably neat and tidy now. Gets nice and wide for this guy. Beautifully done. Up by a couple of tenths. Oh, he's missed that one though. Goes out wide. Can he deliver in this final sector and put a bit more of a distance between himself and Dark, as Dark at the moment. He's coming out to try and respond. Here he comes up to the line. There we go, 103.7. 103.7. Mercedes continuing their championship winning ways from last season. Sticks at P1. Keep in mind this is the practice round shakedown event, but it's still good to know for the rest of the season. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's good to know for the rest of the season. As he does a 103.7. More time in that.
Blake is.
Blake's going.
Yes, he is. Let's see.
He is going in the Aston Martini. Aston Martini. There's a bit of traffic in the middle sector going on there. Oh, and he goes purple to the first sector.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh, back out of that one, Blake. Not happy with that.
I
Might be
bet
happy
he's
with that
probably
one.
punching his steering wheel right now.
I think so. We may not be able to see it in game, but I think IRL he's probably giving it a solid whack there. Probably won't be happy with that one. As Dark is just approaching the end of the track here, and he's gonna set up for a lap. He's got Cozy in front. Cozy was P2 yesterday, and has not.
Cozy would be more up there, but I feel like the battle between Cozy and MGS
and Switch, I think. Well, yeah, maybe not top 3, but yeah, I think the season battle will be MGS, Cozy, and Switch. As there we go, Dark goes purple to the first sector, a little bit loose on the rear. Oh, he loses it.
It's always that corner, man. Always
That's over. That is over. He will not improve.
Blake?
He will not
Will Blake
improve. Let's see what can Blake do.
Would
Comes out of turn 3. Mercedes can't get a front row lockout here, but what they can do is, as Buck has ruined his lap, he spun at the final corner, so he's out. Dark is not pushing on because he's not going to improve. He's going to head back to the pit lane. Blake is up by a smidge on his best. What can he do in this middle part of the lap? He's got best part of 5 tenths to find. Can he deliver here? Under pressure. No purples to the middle sector, so he's
Can you do it, Blake?
Oh. Goes wide. Oh, throws it really in that last corner. I don't know that he's going to get there. Oh, he improves by a tiny little bit, but he cannot get there. PV is the only one now who can do it, and he has missed the second last corner completely, so he's going to head back to the pit lane, and that is it for our first qualifying session of Season 3, even though it's still a pre-season event. But still, qualifying. Exciting, very exciting. Jeez. That was, there's a bit going on there. There's a bit going on.
It's pretty
I think,
close.
it is pretty close. It's
it.
closer than I think a lot of people would have thought. It's close at the top, close in the midfield, and then close towards the outskirts of top 10. Now, what I didn't cover yesterday, before we do some quick poly predictions, just reading one of my messages there. What I didn't cover was point scoring for these events. We did not cover that in terms of who gets what. So points are as follows. Qualifying, P1 gets 3 points, second gets 2 points, and third gets a point. So JiCo will get 3, Dark will get 2, and Blake will get 1. And then for the race, we've offered points for every position. So 20, yeah, 30 points for first, 25, 20, 18, 16, so it goes down like that. But we can cover that at the end of the race in terms of who gets what points.
Yes.
But I just wanted to mention that people do actually get points for qualifying this season, which is a new thing that we've added. Or a new thing that the FIA have added, I should say. So there you go. There we go. Well, race predictions. Let's hear it, Toast. Who are you saying P1, 2, and 3?
P1, JiCo. P2, Dark. P3,
What's happened here?
what in the world? We
I
have
think
a
see, this is why we do pre-season events, everybody. This is why we do pre-season events, because sessions get glitched exactly like this. This is why we do pre-season events. Everyone's going to retire from session, so we can hopefully move on to the next round. Now, something I just want to add. I was actually going to cover this off the start post. I was going to bring this up, but the number of fake race starts that we had last season was 4. So that was the number of times that we had a start to a race and then had to reset the lobby. I don't think this counts. I don't think this counts as a fake race start. I think it's just a lobby glitch. So hopefully everyone will retire. Please and thank you. Seems like everyone's getting the message. And then we can reset the lobby.
now. Alright, guys. Sorry about
We're
that.
back. Intermission. At least we're prepared for it this time. Last season we were not prepared at all, but we are all over that shit this time. But yeah, we've had to have a brief intermission. I guess I'll explain unless you want to do it, Toast. I can do it.
No, go ahead.
So basically what happened was qualifying ended. It was only supposed to be a short quali, and the game decided that it would, I don't know, add another qualifying session for some reason or something like that. I don't exactly know what happened, but basically the quality results weren't saved, and it was going to give us another session instead of the 36 lap race. So we've had to remake the lobby, and we are now, let's see, as you can see, everyone joining, getting everyone ready. So hopefully we can get underway in a minute. The grid will still be the same from, as you saw hopefully before, the end of qualifying. We're not going to redo the session. We're just going to put everyone in on the grid, and then yeah, we're going to go straight into the race. So yeah. So this is why, as we said before, this is why we do pre-season events, because you get all this stuff sorted.
Exactly.
It's good. It's good to know. It's good to know that it can be a thing. I'm just gonna,
Green Castle, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Those little bits mean a lot. It makes our day. It means it's like a little high
It does.
to us.
It does.
Probably
It does.
more like to JiCo, but we're like, hi. Anyways, yeah, we had some technical difficulties. This game is still pretty new, so I'm sure there's a couple things that they're still trying to work out. So, and yeah, we're gonna get into this Austria race here very soon. What do you think of
Getting
quali though?
into it.
Do you think it was pretty? What were your opinions? Did you like it? Is it
Hectic.
what you expected?
Hectic. Mercedes on top is what I expected,
Yeah,
just through
same.
how confident they sounded. Even though they didn't get a time in yesterday, I always had the opinion that they would be right up there, probably towards the front. I think besides that, most things were as they were in practice, which was interesting. Obviously, we had kind of Blake obviously shot up there into P3, but he wasn't at practice yesterday, so he was kind of taken out of it. But we had, Dark, who was there yesterday at the top of practice. We had Buck, who was up there. MGS, who was up there. We had similar sort of things going on there. So that was kind of as we expected. But I'm intrigued to see how this race goes. I think some people's race pace is better than their quali pace, and I think some people's quali pace is better than their race pace. So,
Speaking
we
of
might.
which, I gave you my opinion of
On.
my predictions.
What was your prediction?
I
What was your
said
prediction?
JMO P1, Dark P2, MGS P3.
Ooh.
And I'm just gonna throw one for P4. I think Blake will be P4.
I'm gonna go JMO, Dark, Blake, and Buck. Maybe I should write this down somewhere.
Blake and
I think
Buck.
would be a smart idea.
I think
Or are you
so.
already doing it?
Yeah. Oh no, go ahead and write it. Or
Alright, I'll put it somewhere. That way there can be no
cheating.
yeah, no, because we were so good at guessing last season. Let's do
Wait,
this.
so did you say JMO, Dark, Blake then Buck, or Buck then Blake?
I said Blake then Buck. You said JMO, Dark, MS Genie, and then Blake, wasn't it?
Yep.
And I said JMO, Dark, Blake, then Buck, I believe.
Interesting.
Oh well.
You
That's
know
not what I said before, it's what I'm saying now. So.
I'm like, why didn't we pick Dude, Cozy? Team Rebel seems pretty.
He was quick yesterday.
He was.
He just didn't.
He was quick
He
today.
didn't deliver in.
Sort of.
Yeah, he didn't deliver in qualifying when it mattered. I don't know. Maybe he just. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe he just didn't quite get his laps together. I think he can certainly move forward in this race. I think it'll be. We were talking about before. It would be him, MGS, and Switch Astro would be a battle to watch for this season. And also MGS and Blake will be another battle to watch. The former teammates. I think that'll be a very spicy battle to watch. I think MGS has definitely taken a step forward in this year's game, and Blake is a little bit out of practice. So I'm interested to see what happens here. I'm also very intrigued to see what happens in the lower top 10. KV, MX was in there. OG will probably be in there. Geo might be in there. Venom unfortunately hasn't made it. And Greencastle, I'm not exactly sure where he stacks up because he's got a new setup, IRL setup. So he's, I think, still maybe working out the kinks in that one, potentially. So I think he could be top or he could be somewhere in the middle. I'm not 100% sure, but there's battles everywhere you look, and I'm very, very excited for this. Everyone pick your setups, by the way, if you're listening in the stream, or you drivers. Don't you dare forget.
A fan asked,
You'll
what
let
do
me
you
down.
think about map F1? Well, I don't know yet.
I think it's going to take a race for us to
At the end
get
of the
our,
race, form
we'll
our
give you an opinion.
opinions.
Exactly. Well, I suppose it's time to, build up the suspense, build up the energy. We are getting ready. It says waiting for players for me, so hopefully everyone's in.
Yeah, same thing for me.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Everybody's just kind of picking their
yeah, I think we're
stuff.
waiting for
Okay.
people to load up. Here we go.
Here
Here we go. Do we have a formation?
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the
We did
RPM
not
on the
get
full
that
start.
last season.
We don't want you to
Some
bog down.
Issues. But we do actually have a formation lab. That's nice to see. I didn't think we would. But I think it's been fixed. I think it's been fixed in this year's game, so it should hopefully be a lot better. So obviously the grid. My opinion of map is at the moment he's a strong driver with no P7. It's a bit hard to go through the list of everyone in qualifying because we kind of had the technical difficulties, but we've got an interesting grid here. Blake and MGS lining up on the same row of the grid. I'm excited with that. Also, Rosie wanting to get up there and match up with his teammate if he can. Switch Astro, OG and us. That's a good little battle, and KV's in there too. And then OG, Greencastle, and MX starting from the back. MX has got pace. I've raced with MX before. We were actually teammates for a week in a different league, and he had pace. So he will be looking to go forward, definitely. Where his ceiling is, I don't know, but I'm intrigued to see as we just see everyone kind of warming up their tyres. Tyres. MGS got on the hards, top 3 got mediums. Buck, Cozy, Mab, Switch, Geo, mediums. KV, hards. OG, mediums. Greencastle, hards. And MX has gone at mediums at the back.
Wow,
Very interesting.
Superb parking there, mate.
Very
Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out.
What happens?
Keep an eye on the lights. The
I'm glad we
start
get to actually
sequence will
see
begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
These laps here. Or these, what do you call it? Formation laps. Looks awesome. But here we go. Here we freaking go. It's time. 5 lights. And we are underway at Austria. JiC gets a pretty good start. I think Dark has got not so great start. MGS has got a good one, so he's down the inside and third one. Oh, bit of contact there. And he's pushed Dark up. And Blake sneaks through. Blake sneaks through. Trying to want less tires. He's giving a bit of a weave there. Maybe saying thank you, MG, for hunting him out the way. He's down into turn 3. Here we go. We already missed my favourite corner. Oh, they're 3-1. Yeah. Sort themselves out really well. Sneak through. Not too many issues. That was ridiculous through there. As we haven't got anyone spinning off yet, but that was some solid contact between MG and Dark. I think Dark just maybe didn't quite see him and turned in. And MG was more than halfway alongside, but he wasn't quite there. So that's a bit of a grey area, I think. As now the leaders try and sneak away. Blake will be wanting to hang on to JiC pretty hard, I think. Using some of that battery, trying to hang on, get nice and close. He's going to try and give us a battle here at the start. As we head into turn 9 and 10. A little bit of understeer from Blake. JiC's car looks a little bit better through that corner. And just on those hards, he's vulnerable to the people behind him before these open laps. Dark.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
5. Good. Oh, as he tags Dark, and Dark goes round, and so does Mab. Oh no. Contact. Dark went a little bit wide and just got touched. And now he's all the way in the back. And he's gonna need a big recovery from there. Big
Okay,
recovery.
the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are just 1 lap old. Last lap time was a 1 minute 10.7.
Can he make the move stick? He goes down the inside, gets it done. Very nice, very nicely done. But I think Switch Astro and MG will be resuming their battle quite soon. As OG has had an incident, he must have spun at the back here. Approaching the end of lap number 2. And Blake is on the back of JiC. He is there. The 2 championship protagonists from last season are back at the top already. As they're really attacking that curve. What has happened to KV?
Oh.
Yeah, they do. They do have a lot of histories. KV's had a moment. Touch the gravel, but here we go. DRS is enabled. Time to find out who's got the pace and who's gonna make a lunge. Blake's got DRS. He's using overtake. No, he's not. Turns it off. I thought he was gonna have a look there into turn number 3, but he can't quite get it done. JiC gets a good exit as Buck gets past MG, I believe. He does. Very nicely done into turn 3, but we'll stick. We might stick with this battle at the front, I think, because.
Oh,
because it's very, very close. This is what we want to see, as Blake has a little bit of a moment out of turn number 4, round 5, and here's 6. This lap comes at you very quickly. They will be ticking off the laps at a rapid pace here. Rapid pace, as they're both pushing quite hard in these early stages. Although JiC's got a bit more battery to play with, Blake's trying to make this a fight early. I think he feels as though he doesn't quite have the pace and he wants to go on the attack. Try and
Make it up.
yeah, try and mess with this Mercedes nice and early on and see what happens as he sets the fastest lap of the race. DRS was at his disposal, so that's probably why he set fastest lap there. Goes over turn number 1, a little bit wide on that exit. Keeps running up on that sausage curb, which is not helping. There's some sort of battle going on for P3, by the way. Oh, here we go into turn number 3. Aha, see what I did there? 3 and 3. They're too wide. Going around turn number 3, goes around the outside, gets a good exit. And he's got DRS down this next straight. He's probably going to pull away from the Mercedes here. I don't think JiCo can fight this too hard. I don't think he will. I think he'll just let Blake have it for now. And he'll wait for his moment to pounce. We've got Cozy and Switch Astro swapping places in the braking zone of turn number 4. And JiCo is hanging right on the rear wing. Geez, toast. What an exciting opening. What an exciting opening to this race. This is kicking off. This is kicking off.
I think these two are not gonna. I don't know. I'm nervous.
Not gonna hold back?
No, they're definitely not.
No, I don't think so.
They've been
JiCo
teammates,
way...
they've not been teammates anymore. They've had certain words
That is true. They had the...
in the past.
Yep. The words exchanged. They obviously were teammates. Now they're not anymore. As JiCo goes around the outside or down the inside into turn number 2. There it is. Now turn 3.
Nice.
Defends the inside. I'm surprised. I thought he would have just done what he needed to do there and left it, but Blake is coming back.
Okay,
and
clear.
DRS this is powerful, very powerful. As MGS has had a moment, he's way back. JiCo down the inside. Blake goes around the outside. Oh, he almost made contact. That was a close one. That was a close one. Oh, and he goes wide, and Blake is now going to sneak down the inside into turn 5 and 6 and 7. And Blake gets it done. JiCo had the he just had a moment there and lost it. So I think something's happened to MG because he's back in P8 now on those hards. That's not what he would have wanted. All the while this is happening, I'm just going to check in with Buck. He's not gaining on the 2 in front. JiCo really have a look into turn number 1. No. So this is the thing, is it's all about the strategy here. Got to be patient, wait for this long straight, because DRS is godly in this year's game. So is Slipstream, so is Overtake, and he goes around the outside as KV's had another moment off the back of the field. Blake on the inside, JiCo on the outside, gets a better exit this time. No DRS for him though. Just got to watch out for Blake in the braking zones. Blake's going to come back in here and go down the inside. This is brilliant racing. And he can't quite get it done. JiCo's still there on the inside. He's still there on the inside. You're just sitting back going, oh my god.
Dude, I put you right
The stress is real. The stress is real. I'm trying not to go too over the top, but I think we're going pretty good here.
there. By far the
This
best.
is what an opening to this season, even though it's not the season opener. It's just, pre-race guys. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Everybody else.
Yep, here goes JiCo down the inside into turn 1. Oh, Blake has a big moment, but he survives, and he has DRS and overtake. Here he goes. DRS activated around turn 2. I'm going to make him want to say that every time. Blake sneaks through. Does a fantastic job there. And you can just see, if you look from Blake's rear wing, you can see Buck just appearing in the distance. So if these two don't sort the shit out, we're going to have a third driver on the scene, potentially lapse time as Blake pulls in there. He backs out. I guess KV has had another moment in that last corner. He is really struggling. Him and OG are a fair way back here. Blake and JiCo, I don't know what's happened there. JiCo's let Blake through. What's happened there? He's had enough of this battle. He's burnt that ERS to try and get away, and he's going to try and do it again, I think, down this next straight. As he has a big loss in the rear end, but so does Blake. He's not really on the overtake this time, but Blake's hanging on. Blake's hanging on with that DRS. It's so difficult to get rid of DRS on this track. You watch him doing this lap now, I've said that. He'll drop that DRS, but it is tricky to do. Definitely. Jamo's burning the overtake. He's using the wide line there on turn number 6. Into turn 7. He's pulling. He needs to get outside a second. He's getting there. 8 tenths. 9. Oh, he's so close. 9 tenths. Oh, he might have done it. I think he might have got away. Might have got away there. Blake can't fight back. He doesn't have a battery for this.
Okay, gap to the car behind. Car behind, 1.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:08.3.
Well, now 1.3 seconds. How things change in half a lap. How about that? Now he's going to just try and disappear off into the sunset here.
Look at that.
Nicely done as MGS in the pit lane on the softs, and MX is also in the pit lane on the softs. What is going on there?
Gosh.
KV has had another spin. Not having a good time of it, KV. Not having a good time of it at all. Well, 2 seconds now is the gap in front. JiCo is stretching away. Blake can't fight that back at the moment. He is not able to respond. What? Well, I mean, we're about to hit lap 10. What is your thoughts of this race? What is your thoughts? Hit me with it.
Insane. Spectacular. Crazy. It was, I think, by far the best battle I have seen to this day.
Yep. The best battle for battle we've seen in this league, I think.
100%.
And you can hear in the comm box, our energy levels are peaking at the moment. We are getting pumped here. We are getting pumped. We are. I'm getting pumped. I can hear you are too. We are pumped for this. It's been a bit of a slow burn.
Gio and Cozy.
Gio and Cozy, they're the closest battle on track at the moment.
They were.
They were.
Cozy
Well, they still are, but
had
yeah, then.
better action is drifting off into the sunset.
There we go. Cozy, we thought would move up in this race, as I think his KV's gone off again. Yeah, he's off again. In that gravel trap, he is really not liking that corner. Turn number 7 and 8, he is really struggling. And he's already a lap down on the shortest track on the calendar, trying to get out of the way here of Buck. Buck is keeping Blake honest here. Buck and Blake are trading times pretty much at the moment. But yeah, KV just cannot keep the car pointed in the right direction. And I think MGS and MX's races have been ruined because they're both on the softs at the back of the field, and that is not going to get to the end, I don't think. So something's obviously happened there, maybe contact. I'm not entirely sure what's happened, but at the moment, Geonos is closing back in on Cozy. Greencastle left the session. I'd say he's just dropped out, so he'll have to rejoin here in a minute.
What do you think? What did you think of this race so far?
It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It was what's the word? If you were to watch this back on replay for the viewers, you know, watching on YouTube maybe later in the week, they're probably sitting back except right now just saying like, this shit slaps, like it actually does. And for those of you who didn't think I was going to get that joke in there, you were sorely mistaken, because I was always going to get that in there. But anyway, around the final corner we go. Gio not able to hang with Cozy through the last part of the lap, but he's getting... Oh, KV gets a 5 second. Speeding in the pit lane, I'd say KV might be retiring. Nope. Puts mediums on, and he's going to try and come back out. Get back into this race, even though he's a lap and a half down, so he probably wants to move forward a bit more.
Let's take a look at where Blake's at. Oh.
3.2 off the lead. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2, and it's OG has had a spinny spin. OG's struggling. Maybe the tyre's getting a bit warm, something like that, but he's struggling. He's at the back at the moment. Him and KV are well off the lead. But he's still in the race and he's trying to figure everything out, as we all kind of are. As MGS overtakes MX, gets the move done. And MX is coming back at MGS here into turn 4. Can he just have a little look on the brakes? No, he decides not. Decides it's not the way. He backs off. We've got Geonos and Cozy. I'm not sure if you're watching that one, but they are battling on the main straight. Geo gets the move done around the outside at turn number 1. No DRS for Geo, so it must be given to Cozy. Or no one gets DRS, I guess. I don't know what's happened there. Cozy into turn number 3. Early on the brakes, so
He's trying.
Cozy saves it as Dark has now come past Mab. Dark into turn 3. He's done a good job here. Good recovery from Dark, actually. After the early, the early contact and the spin. Contact at turn 1, he dropped some places and then he got spun into turn 1 again. But now he's made his way back up into 6th position. 6th position. Good job from him there. Doing a great job to recover this. Certainly would have been interesting with him, Blake, and Jim all at the top there. He would have been very, very spicy. But unfortunately, sometimes things just don't go your way. Do you want to take us through this battle of Cozy and Geo?
You know what? You do such a great job at this. Why don't you go ahead and take it away from me, my friend?
Turn 2, turn number 3. Geo late on the brakes. Cozy backs out of the move. Cozy's going to have DRS. I think that was his plan. He wanted DRS down this next straight. These two are both using all the battery, everything they got, and they're throwing everything at it. But Geo's got good straight line speed, it looks like, because he holds Cozy off as he almost, oh my god, nearly ran into the back of him as Toast.
I almost lost popcorn.
Toast almost wanted the popcorn down the wrong hole and choked on it with how close that was. That was close. But Cozy almost ran into the back of Geo there as Mab. And
This Dark is coming back.
yeah, Dark and Mab are still fighting. Mab's got 90% ERS. Got a ton of it.
Oh my god.
No!
You did it. You did it.
Oh no! Oh no! No! No!
You did it. This is it.
I've
This
said
is where it
everyone's
starts.
names in this race, and the one time I say his name, he spins. Oh no! Commentator's curse strikes again. I apologise to the Alpha Romeo team and to
Okay,
Mab
let's
in
go with
particular.
Docs and MGS.
Yeah, right. Let's do that then. Don't you?
Everybody's also
Go on,
kind of
Dost.
settled in the beginning. And
Take us through the battle.
In the front.
Take us through it.
I gotta get a drink, so why don't you take it away?
God damn it! 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 That's MX. He's on the back of MGS. I think he's just pulling him along. That's outrageous from you, Toast. How am I supposed to take a sip of my cup of tea with you constantly telling me not to? But anyway, MX is on the back. of
You gotta
MGS.
practice. I'm just kidding.
MX
No,
is on the back. Yeah, I do. I do need to practice. And he's 3/10 behind him here. MGS has probably got more battery. He does. But MX is going to try and spice it up a bit. Blake is in the pit lane. That is the first of the front runners that are making a pit stop. That's interesting. Blake is going for the undercut. Maybe he was worried about Buck being behind him.
Maybe.
Buck was closing in. Buck was 1.9, I believe, behind him. So maybe he was a bit worried about that. If Buck wanted to go for the... Oh! I didn't say his name.
That
I didn't say it.
sucks.
I didn't say it. MX survives. He survives with no damage and he will continue on. But that was a unfortunate spin there. Got up on the curb and just dropped the rear end. Geo and Cozy are still going at it, by the way.
Are you serious?
Geo is, he's still trying to fight back, Geo, but he just can't quite get through. As I think Dark is also pitted, so Dark's come in. He's boxed. He's got a nice, lovely big gap behind him, actually. Got a huge gap behind him, so Dark will try and go to the end. I think Dark's trying to undercut people. He's had enough of being in traffic and he wants to undercut everyone. He wants wants to undercut probably Cozy, Geo, and try and get close to them towards the end of this race. I think is his aim. He'll probably be aiming for a top 5. As Buck now pits, and Geo pits too, so Cozy stays out on those medium tyres, and JiC, our race leader. Hot Lap Simulator 23, as I joked before. Just improves on his first sector time, so he's still fine on tyres at the moment. He improves on that first sector time. Blake now resumes his post in P number 3, net P2 on track. And Buck is now behind him, who lost a bit of time in the pit lane actually. Lost about 0.8 of a second. So the undercut has worked for Blake. He's got some time on Buck there. But Blake has used all his battery actually to do that.
He's been draining that thing like crazy.
Yes, he's used all his overtake to do that. So he's trying to undercut JiC at the moment, I think, is his plan. He wants to come out somewhere near him, and Buck is also doing the same. He's using all his battery too, so they want to get towards the front, close to the leader, after he does his pit stop. As Geo on those hards will be making inroads. And I just want to draw your attention actually to this battle on track, MGS and Switch Astro. Switch Astro named MGS publicly as the person he would be wanting to beat and fight in. Oh, Cozy gets the 5-second penalty.
Cozy, dude.
Speeding in the pit lane, and
That's not
JiC
the
also
vibe we're
pits.
looking for, bro.
No, we do not fuck with that vibe here. But anyway, Switch Astro having a look into the second last corner. MGS is gonna try and keep it at bay. Or MS Genie. MS Genie is the man. He is the man. And the gap at the front. Oh, there goes Switch Astro. Switch Astro trying to run to the end on these hards. MGS will be making a pit stop in this race, but he's going to fight it. And it looks like the battle at the front has been cut down by about a second-ish. Because Blake was really losing touch with JiC, but he's drawn a second back in, but I think JiC will stretch away now. Because the undercut didn't quite get him in front. Switch Astro gets the DRS. These two battling on track after Switch named him as his battle for the season, as OG Trash was retired from the session. Could that be a safety car? It is.
Oh no.
It's a safety car. I think OG's dropped it in the last corner. I'm just going to try and get a POV with someone. As the leaders come around the final corner, I think OG's put it in the wall. Oh, and MX gets a speeding under safety car penalty. Ouch. Not what you want when you're second last at the moment. You really don't want that. But Cozy will pit, and Geo will pit. I think that's a smart play.
Very.
I think the leaders missed the pit lane. Cozy needs to pit though. He needs to get rid of that 5-second penalty. Smart man. Very smart. And he does. Geo, yeah, I think that's a smart play. Geo slaps on the mediums. This is perfect for MGS, because MGS was going to lose a huge amount of places. But MG now slaps on the mediums. I think, is Dark coming in? Yeah, Dark came in, but they had to double stack at Red Bull, so that's killed his little push forward. MX has left the session because he's DNF'd as well. Out of nowhere?
I guess.
Yeah, he must have retired. Because I can still see his car on track. It's still moving. But he's retired from session. Interesting. What do you think? Do you think that was a smart move to pit?
From who? For everybody? Yes. Yeah.
From the people P6 to P10?
Yeah.
I think it was smart.
I think it was smart. You got
good play.
Freaking drive-throughs, you got penalties, so now everybody bunches all up and we're gonna have one spicy restart, I feel like.
We are, definitely. We're gonna see, and yep, the two leaders come in. I thought they would. The two leaders box. The issue that they've got now though, for the leaders, is they're gonna be behind all of this traffic. They're gonna be behind everybody inside the top 10, just about. The question is, can Dark get in front of JiC? That could be a race for position at the end of this race. Dark's coming down the main straight. JiC's just coming out of the pit lane exit. Oh, Blake's managed to jump JiC in the pit lane. What? How did he do that?
Interesting.
How did he manage that? That's a crazy thing that's happened there. The leaders got screwed by that safety car. They were just coming up to the pit entry, I think, as it happened. And they were maybe just a smidge too late, or maybe they were unsure.
Ay, ay, ay. Well. People are betting on who's gonna win. I see.
Let's just have a look here. I was just checking from my sources here as to what happened to Williams. It seems like they just had, I think OG, as I said, crashed in that final corner, and then MX just had a mechanical issue, retiring on the track. I think he was so far out of the points, even though there are points for finishing in every position. I think he was just so far outside that he decided not to continue on. I think they didn't want to risk the car exploding, which can happen.
Fair.
I wish KV could unlap himself here.
I know.
I really do. It sucks they don't have that, because it would be nice to see like everyone on the same lap again. It'd be good, but well, there's gonna be a spicy finish. Blake's gonna get his elbows out. We know that. We know that JiCo will be wanting to take P1.
Dude, those three.
You know, and Dark is now back in this race. I'm officially saying it. He's back in this race. He's with the leaders, or who were the leaders, towards their rear end of the field, and they're gonna have to try and cut their way through to get back to the top here. Can they do it? Can they do it? Let's see. Switch Astro, by the way, through no fault of his own, has ended up on the podium. He just makes the best of everyone else's issues. He does it all the time. It's ridiculous, but he's done it again here. P2, looking to try and hang on to a podium now. As the safety car is going to come in this lap. Do you think Blake, JiCo, and Dark can get up and challenge the leaders from here?
No overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I am excited to see what happens. I'm going to keep an eye on the front, so I know what's happening. But I think it's a good idea to keep on board with them, because they're going to try and make moves instantly, I feel, as soon as they possibly can. Buck just warming his tyres. He's got the safety car in the pit lane, going everywhere else he's going. Here he goes. Out of the second last corner, Switch Astro was not left sleeping. He is on his tail, heading down towards turn and or not. And Matt, a little bit slow on the restart there as quick as
Green
Buck
flag.
keeps P1, he does it. Cozy looks like he was getting very close to the yellow flag. Or KV, I think. It's KV, he's done the right thing, got out of the way of everyone. So here goes Switch Astro into turn number 1. Turn number 3, I'm an idiot. And I couldn't quite get it done, he went too deep, big lunge. Well, he's already made it up to P5. Unsurprising, they're on the attack. As Blake is now alongside MGS. Oh, they're like too wide back down. Once Mav gets tagged by MG. I think Mav went a bit deep into the corner there. Gio is very late there. This is good for MGS. He's also back on the lead pack. He's in the fight here. Gio Nos is the cork in the bottle at the moment. Blake's going to just waste no time. He's going for it. He's going for it. Goes through into the second last corner. What a move. Cozy runs wide. I see it there in the background. JiCo's on the back of this train. Let's watch from his POV. See what JiCo's up to here. Does he fancy a move on Cozy into turn number 1? No, he does not. He's going to try and protect that front wing. Oh, as Cozy went really late. And JiCo has ruined his entire race. And now Dark is on his outside. Now inside. JiCo's lost the spot to Dark. Trying to avoid making contact. And good job as whoa. JiCo tries around the outside on Dark. What a move this will be. And he's going to get it done. Dark's fighting him pretty hard though.
Oh,
Dark
man.
knows this is an important move if he wants to try and have a chance in this race. Oh, lucky Dark backed out there. Oh, as that would have been curtains for both of them, I feel. would have been game over. But JiCo does recover that position. He recovers, and now, here we are again. Switch Astro is getting... Oh, Switch Astro's played the team game. What a man. Switch Astro letting Blake go through. Didn't fight it hard at all. And now Switch Astro will be the cork in the bottle to try and slow everyone else down. So Blake's through. He's on here. He's on for a shot at P1. He's just got to overtake Buck and he will be leading this race, but easier said than done. Easier said than done. Switch Astro has DRS to defend with, which is quite handy. And MGS has no battery, neither does Geo, neither does Switch, but MG's going to try one down the outside here. Whoa, Dark's got back past JiCo. You must have... Oh, no, it's Cozy, sorry. My apologies, Cozy. He's in front of JiCo. That makes a lot of sense, actually. As JiCo's having a look here, but he's trying to save some battery and not be crazy aggressive.
Oh my gosh.
No, contact. Switch Astro's round. Geo's off. I think Geo might be waiting. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but there's definitely been contact, I think. And Switch Astro, who was running in the podium places, trying to play the team game, is now... Well, he's now down in P8. Hopefully he doesn't have damage and maybe he can get these guys towards the end of the race, but Mab leaves the session after he DNF'd. I think he's retired himself. Cozy and JiCo fighting down the main straight. Here we go. JiCo's going for the move on Cozy. Has a look on MGS, but couldn't quite do it. Good exit. But now he's going to attack MGS. This could be 2 moves in 3 corners. MGS blinking. Big time. JiCo lifts. Has a little lift. Now he's going to go for a move. Oh, that's a late move. But he survives.
That's the important part.
It's very important. DRS. Oh, no, he's letting MG back through. He didn't quite like that. He wasn't happy with his own move there. As now they're fighting. MG gets a good exit. MG's going to take that spot. So I think JiCo's let him through there. I think he let him back through because they made a little bit of contact. It was just unfortunate, but that was nicely done. Well sorted out. Cozy is on the back of this fight. What can MGS do? Can he defend or will he be in trouble? The thing is for JiCo, he's 4.3 seconds off the lead. So he's going to have to fight for it as Blake is on the back of Buck already. Having a look into turn number 1, but won't make the move. Buck jumps the curb. Blake is now going for it. JiCo's got through on MGS, nicely done. And here goes Blake for the lead of the race. The net lead of the race is on track, an overtake for the lead. And he gets it done. Blake now has P1. Can Buck get a good exit and fight back here? Blake has no battery. Buck's trying to come back at him. He's coming back at him with DRS. But he won't go for the move. Blake takes P1. Can Blake disappear off into the sunset, or will Buck hang on? I think Buck can hang on here. Buck looks pretty good. As MGS has lost touch with JiCo, that was an important move for him to get back towards the front. Sorry, Toast, I feel like I'm talking over the top of you.
No, you're fine. There's just so much shit going on.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Very, very interesting at the moment.
You got Buck, and you got Blake, then you got JiCo, then you got MGS, and you got Cozy at the midfield. It's just like, oh my gosh.
There we are. New fastest lap of the race. Whoa, as Cozy flies down the inside on MG. Cozy and MG make a little bit of contact, but that was pretty nicely done. It's hard to go too wide in that corner. MG cannot fight back. He doesn't have the battery to do it. Cozy's got some good straight line speed.
Damn.
Wow. Impressive to hang on to that as MG goes around the outside. What a move.
MG's
Gets a
not
good exit.
He's
And
like,
away he
no,
goes.
No.
Away he goes with DRS. He has done it. Nicely done, MG. As in the background, Dark's making a move on Geo. Having a little look. I think Dark's going to get that position. He does. He does get that spot. As Buck is hanging on to the back of Blake. I thought Blake would be able to drive away. Oh, who spun? KV. Yeah. KV and the Ferrari. That's unfortunate. JiCo closing in. 2.1 behind. No battery to play with. He doesn't quite have the same amount of battery advantage that he had before, but I think Buck is really just playing himself in here. Sorry, that's on my throat. really playing himself in here. He's trying to just conserve battery, hang on to the back of Blake, hope Blake's tires fall off, and then pass him at the end. I think that is his play. But I think
Which is a good one.
it's a good plan. Blake at the moment is quite happy with his spot, I think. He'll be happy with track position as Dark goes down the inside on Gio, but Gio gets him back there. These two are just fighting it out again. And Cozy can't quite make it past MG, so I think MG's got the pace there. I think MG will be happy with that. JMO's coming at these two at the front now. He's catching. 1.4 behind, 1.3 behind. He's gaining every corner, using all of the track there. Every little bit. 1.4 behind. He will be in DRS, I would say, within a couple laps as Blake starts blinking in the distance. And Buck is just hanging on to that battery. He's going to try and use it to defend later on. Blake gets a good exit out of turn number 1. But I think for the moment, we should focus on Cozy and MG for this little straight here. Because it looks like Cozy's going to have a crack here. He's got so much battery, he's got heaps to play with. Oh, he has a little look, but he won't make the move. He won't do it. So what's happening up front? No, Buck's still behind Blake, as we thought. But Cozy is on the gearbox of MGS. Cozy could go for the move, but I think he just doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to.
And yeah, Dark's got through at Geonos, so Dark is now on the back of these two. Which is nice to see. So he's involved. As we've got a yellow flag, KV Source has retired from session. Oh, it's a safety car.
Another one.
And Blake goes in the pit lane, Buck goes in the pit lane, Jabo goes in the pit lane, everyone, you get a soft, and you get a soft, and you get a soft, everyone's going to pit. Everyone will pit. I don't expect anyone to stay out unless they're feeling particularly clever.
We got 6 laps to go.
What's going on with Gio and Dark here? Something going on. Oh, Dark's trying to build a bit of a gap, I think. Got to be careful with that. Got to be careful with that one. We saw Lando Norris get a penalty IRL for that. Got to be careful. A little bit of a double stack at Red Bull. Everyone's going to come in for the softs. I don't expect anyone to stay out. Don't know what happened to KV. I think his afternoon was just not going particularly well. So he just decided he'd had enough. Yeah.
Now we just wait. There's safety car. What? Safety car number 2? Is it? Yeah.
Got me again, but yeah, safety car number 2. Interesting. Everyone's all kind of bunched up. Oh, MG! Whoa!
What a race.
Jeez, MG. MG's almost plowed into the back of JMO, and in doing so has lost the spot to Cozy. He's actually lost the spot. KV leaves the session.
Oh.
But yeah, so there you go. Oh my god, MGS. Stop it. He needs to just chill out here. Because he's nearly hitting the back of everyone in front of him. He's done it twice now. Just needs to take it easy. Wait for the safety car restart, MG. Just wait for the restart. As Cozy looks down the inside on JMO. JMO won't be happy with that. I don't know why you're doing that on the safety car. Give each other some space, please. Toast, let me ask you something.
Alright.
Is there anything more? Is there anything more annoying than when you're under safety car and someone comes alongside you?
Yeah.
Go on, what's more annoying than that?
I don't know.
It's pretty annoying. It's pretty annoying.
It is pretty annoying. Someone's like, I'm so happy.
MG almost crashed in the back of JMO. He did it.
Oh my goodness. He's
Happens
scaring
a lot.
the crap out of me.
Who are you watching? MG?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. He's freaking weaving everywhere. Oh, contact. JMO and Cozy make contact. Under safety car. Let's hope that's not a penalty. Could be. Need to be careful. Careful, careful.
He does need to be careful.
all you have to do is give some space. You can bunch up on the restart, but if it were me, I'd just, whoa, give some space. This is stressing me out too much. This race has already been full on enough. I don't need the stress. As the safety car's coming in this lap, we are going to get, what, 5 laps? 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. We're going to get 5 laps of racing. 2 of those will be DRS, but let's see what happens here. Blake, at the moment, P1. Well done to him at the moment. As it stands, Blake P1, Buck P2, JiC P3, who definitely has pace, I believe, on these two. Cozy P4, Drink MGS or MS Genie, as we call him, P5. Geo, Dark, who were disappointed to be back there, to be honest. He wanted to be higher, Switch Astro, the green castle. What's Blake gonna do? Blake goes, and off we go. Jamo and Buck are the closest at the moment.
Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing.
You're not getting through there. Jamo attacks that curve.
Okay, clear.
So much more speed than the McLaren through that corner. As they're both using battery, both pushing on here. Blake trying to pull out a slipstream ball, a little bit of contact at high speed. Jamo goes down the inside. Gets it done, I think. He does. He does, he gets it done. Here comes Buck. Is Buck going to send it down the inside? Oh, he has a look! Contact! They survive. They survive, and now Cozy's having a look around the inside of Buck. Cozy down the inside, a little bit more contact there. Oh, a bit more contact. He's through. Buck's alive. Buck's alive, and MGS is now going to go on the attack. It's Jamo using a lot of the battery there to hang on to Blake, but I think he's got the pace here. Jamo can take P1. This is spicy stuff as he sets the fastest lap of the race. 3 and a bit. Jamo takes the run off there. Gotta be careful. Buck and Cozy battling it out. These two. Okay, so it's just the 2 in front now. It's a 2-horse race. Blake and Jamo is gonna be the battle to watch there. Jamo almost out of this race. After that, very, very nearly, because of what happened to Jamo Buck as MGS sneaks through. I don't know how that's happened. But MG's on the podium. MS Genie. MS Genie. The Italian stallion. MS Genie. Take the S out of his name. He's not in a spin. MS Genie. He's done it.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Get out here. 2/10 is the gap. Jamo right on his tail. What will happen? What will happen? I am pumped to see this. Here we go. Jamo having a look
Okay,
already.
the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Blake a little bit wide, loses the rear. Here we go, Jamo with DRS. What's he gonna do? Does he go for it now or does he wait? He's going for it. Here he comes. DRS. Overtake. Blake hangs around the outside nicely. And gets DRS. Blake keeps in position. Blake keeps in position, nicely done. Blake has a little bit more battery at this stage. We've got like 3 laps to go. So, Jamo probably just playing it safe. We're just gonna...
Green flag.
MG's been spun around, I think. MG has been destroyed. I think I saw pieces flying everywhere. I'm not sure what happened, but he is round and he is now down to P8. As Switch has retires from the session. He's out. Switch is retired, I think. I don't know why. He could have got points. It's valuable points to be earned there. Here we go, Jamo Blake into turn number 1. Going up the hill, Jamo has a look down the inside, but he will not make the move. Blake gets a good exit out of that corner. Wow. Got a good exit out of turn number 1. Using their overtake. Jamo is not. He's just using the DRS. Oh, he touches the back of Blake. Not ideal. Oh, and he touches him again. Gotta be careful with that. Let's see, here we go. What's Blake gonna do? Jamo, will he go for it down the inside? Oh, he has a little look, but he won't go for it. Blake goes a little bit wide. Here we go. This can't come down to the last lap. This is gonna be the last lap toast. Oh, God. go for it. No, he doesn't. Brakes early. Carries the momentum out of the corner. Here we go. Blake using all the battery. Oh, he's down on the 10. He's down on the 10. What's he going to do? JiC going down the inside. I think he's got it done. Oh, contact. Get it. I think he's done it. I think Blake's gone off.
Less than one lap of fuel left now. The tank's pretty much empty.
He's going to win. I think he's going to do it. But I don't think Blake can do anything about it.
No.
JiCo slowing down. Not sure what's happened here, but he slowed down. And he throws it in to turn 7 and turn 8. Blake 4/10 down. Blake is not going to get it done, I don't think, unless he can dive it into the last corner, but that ain't going to happen. Not on this track. Oh, JiCo lost it there. I think he's going to hang on. He's going to hang on to take the win. He's going to hang on there. Blake gets P2. What a race. Buck takes P3. And Cozy right behind him in P4. Gio gets a top 5 out of nowhere. Dark gets P6 after unlucky opening lap and spin. Greencastle, great result for him after his early issues. P7. And MGS. P8. Holy moly. Holy moly. That was a race and a half. A race and a half there. That was something.
Interesting.
Probably one of the best races we've had in this league.
100%.
JiCo takes the P1. Blake takes P2. Buck P3, as I said before. Cozy. Good result for him, P5. 4. Gio, P5. Nice. Dark, P6. With an unfortunate F from him. Greencastle, P12 to P7. Nicely done. And Drink MGS, or MS Genie. Switch Astro, retired, but still gets points in the game, I think, because of the number of laps he completed. KV, Mab, MX, and OG, their retirements for this race. Oh, man. Lost for words, to be honest. Gotta catch my breath. Oh. Couldn't even
Couldn't even get a tea.
Well, I did. No, I did manage to, but damn, that was a race. Whew.
What do you think,
Holy
chat?
moly.
What do you think, everybody? What did you think of that race?
If that
Was
is
it
an
one of the
advertisement,
spiciest? Like, bam, pendeja, the spiciest?
the spiciest races.
Shut up.
No, it was definitely spicy, definitely action-packed. Sky Sports, before the start of this weekend, said it would be the spiciest, fastest, and most exciting season ever. And if that is anything to go by, it will not disappoint.
All right.
Just keep in mind.
Let's get some people in, shall we? Let's do some quick interviews.
That's just a practice race, everybody. That's just a practice race. It's not even the real season.
Practice. All right, let's start with P3 and their teammate, which is Team McLaren.
Team McLaren.
Let's get Greencastle and Buck.
Let's get Greencastle and Buck. Let's do it.
Yo, McLarens. Hello.
Yo.
Hi guys.
Man.
How was your race?
Castle yeah, had some technical difficulties on my side.
Oh yeah, what? You just left, or what was it? What happened?
No, the game keeps crashing on me. I don't know. It's something with a new version in my computer, but my computer crashed twice during the race. I had to rejoin.
Oh no.
Actually surprised how far I made it, but I guess nobody was behind me, so still last place. But
good result, considering. Good result.
Right? I'll take it for the first run practice.
Yeah.
Try to iron some the issues out for next time, and hopefully be better go for the first official points round.
Buck, how was your race?
Man, I've seen a lot of things that I've never seen in league racing before with this race. I know it's a preseason race, but there's definitely some people that need to work on their drive, on their craft. A lot of bumping and running, a lot of pushing, not leaving space. It's very agitating. It's very frustrating as a driver, especially when you're trying to fight for a podium. But other than that, I mean, I got jumped on the start. I got pushed wide into turn one, so I lost about 4 positions, and then kind of made that up a little bit. And then safety car came out, and Yano and then pitted, and or was it? No, that was the first time, right? No, yeah. So the safety car came out. We had already all pitted before we were all on hards. The safety car came out. They went in and pitted for mediums, and I took the lead of the race. And at that point, I was just thinking, I just got to push as hard as I can. But knowing what I seen from this race, how the lack of pace, and I'm not going to point names, but the lack of pace from the midfield, kind of just basically let Blake and Yamo fly right through it and catch me immediately. And I don't know if they even had any fight to it or not, if anybody even tried to defend them or fight them or anything, but it seemed like they catch me within like 2 or 3 laps. So they definitely had some pace. So props to them. They're definitely quick. I tried to catch up to them before the safety car, but I think I just had too much wing, not enough straight line. Also, Austria is not my best track, but yeah, there's a lot to be learned and a lot of things to do with McLaren. Got to get Green up to speed with his rig and find his pace, and it's going to take a couple of races to get there. And me, I got to get better at setups. I got to find better setups, put in more practice time than I did last night. So, but overall, it was a good race, I think.
It was pretty good from our point of view. I think it was pretty cool.
That's ridiculous. I suppose we won't keep you too much longer, but the question I have for you both is season opener next week in Qatar. How do we feel about that?
Not very good on my side because I'll sadly be missing the season opener.
No.
So I'll be having a reverse driver in my place, but hopefully the second race will be starting all good.
Darn, that sucks. Well, what can you do?
I'll sadly be out of town.
For me, I think Qatar, it's a new track for everybody, so it's about mostly who's put in the most practice and who's put in the most laps, and it's going to come down to whoever's put in the most time into the track and who's learned it the fastest and who's got the better setups at the end of the day. I know for me, I think Qatar, I've struggled with Qatar a little bit in the start, but just got to put in more time and effort and then get used to it. So it's going to be the same for Las Vegas as well.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
I think
I am excited.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will be in the same boat.
Yeah.
For that one. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Congrats on the podium.
Thank you.
And well done to you,
see ya
Green Castle as well.
Race, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, not you, Green Castle. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
I might be on the stream.
Oh, nice. All right, that sounds good. Thanks,
Say
guys.
Hi. Bye,
Have a good one.
guys.
Bye. Oh
All
man.
right.
Man,
Wow.
that sucks. He's gonna miss the first race.
I know.
sucks.
Let's get Team Aston.
Aston Martini Racing.
Let's see.
Let's see
And
this.
his teammates. I don't think his teammates around. But
Not around.
Blake.
Oh no, he is. Yeah, no, I'll get him. Yeah. Lucky.
Yay.
Hey.
Yay.
Congrats on P2.
What'd you think?
It was a good race.
Just a good race. That's it. That's all you have to say.
Had some fun. No, I had some fun with JMO. Me and him had a good battle, even Buck.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite part?
It's pretty good seeing turn one, just the gates open for me. Turn one, lap one. The gates just open. So really didn't have to fight. And then my team with the phenomenal pit stop get me out ahead of the Mercedes.
Insane. I don't know how Aston Martin managed to
Born
pull that
strong
one
man.
off.
We've been putting a lot of money into our pit stops, and looks like it's finally coming paying forward for us.
So
Oh,
your
man.
teammate got you up to speed then, huh? Because you missed it. You missed practice, but you know, your teammate was here
Yeah, yeah. It was,
putting in the seat time.
like I canceled. Yeah.
Switch.
But teammate did a good job
Hello.
today.
Hi. How was your race?
Not the best. It was all over the place. Apologies to MG. I did hit him twice. Turn free. Turn free. Locked up a little bit. Was in a battle with Cozy and him, and just hit him. Hit his rear wheel. Broke my wing, and then he came back. Did a pretty good stint on his softs, and I hit him again. Just too many
Ooh.
cars and too many cars in the vicinity going into that turn around sector 2, and then hit
Yeah.
him. Had a really good safety car restart. Was P2. Held it up. Blake came back, let him by. And then I think Geo rear ended me into sector 2, but that's all right. Tires were overheating, but overall, P8's all good. Can't be mad at it. P2 is good as well.
Pretty decent. Well, yeah, it's unfortunate with what happened with MGS. What about Qatar for you both? I know Blake, you like Qatar.
Pretty excited there.
Yeah,
We-
Qatar should
yeah.
be interesting. Probably me and Blake are gonna have some setup time. Because we did find some straight line speed here, so it's not really much straights. It's more low speed corners. So I guess finding speed there, but should be interesting.
Awesome. Well, I thought you guys did pretty well. Blake obviously did.
Yeah, Blake did well. Blake did well.
Dude, you did
I
too.
did try to.
You did
I
well
mean, I did
too.
try to pick up the scraps, but hards were just overheating. Just couldn't do anything at the end. That's fine.
Oh well. No, it's not a point scoring event this week,
Yeah,
so you know.
thank God. I would have felt very shit for MG because he did a
Yeah.
really good job to save his race, and I ruined it again. So
It happens.
it does
It
happen.
happens. Oh well.
Shit happens.
Exactly. Shit happens. It happens. If you want to censor it, you say it happens. But yeah. Anyway, thanks guys for your time.
We
I look
appreciate
forward
it.
to seeing you both next week.
Yeah,
Put
see
in
you guys at
practice.
Qatar. Will do.
Alright, guys.
Sweet.
Have a good
Thanks,
night.
guys.
You too.
Bye. Alright, let's get race winner JiMo in here.
Damn. That makes a lot of sense then. Why MGS's freaking car exploded
I
at
know.
turn
Oh, that's
4.
how it
I
you
just
had little pieces. Yeah.
Yeah, I caught him like sideways and I saw a piece of someone's car go flying, so that makes a lot of sense actually. It must have been Switch's front wing which just like evaporated into thin air. But there we go.
Alrighty, let's
get
get
that.
race winner JiMo in here.
Race winner. Race winner.
Hi, race winner.
Hey,
P1.
P1 was pretty good. Hard fought.
What's up for? It was spicy. Tell us all about it.
Had a really good battle with Blake. He was extremely respectable, or respectful. I was able to really trust him in the wheel-to-wheel battles. Red Bulls put up a hell of a fight on that safety car restart. They made it very difficult to kind of work with Blake kind of through it. I kind of figured me and Blake would not work together, but we wouldn't work against each other back up. But yeah, I guess in the end, another crazy safety car restart, and I just kind of like cards kind of fell my way, and there's potentially maybe I even ran Blake wide, so who knows? Maybe it'll get reviewed and it'll get reversed, and he might be the winner. But either way, it was a fucking hell of a race.
I think we said on commentary it was maybe the most exciting race we've had in this league that we've commentated on. It was insane.
Dude, that's gonna
Insanely
go in the
spicy.
history books of the JIC racing leagues.
Yeah, I think that's right up there. And it's only a practice event, so if that's anything to go by this season, will be
It's gonna
incredible.
be a good one.
Yeah, it should be a very good one. What about Qatar next week? How do we feel?
Super strong, and I'll have my teammate back for that, which he's practiced, nonstop all week in the sim. we're feeling pretty confident going into Qatar, and honestly, we're just looking for a battle like that again, and I do think it's going to be all season like that. And I think it was probably my favorite race I've ever done. So
Awesome. Well, I don't have anything else
yeah.
to.
No, I
What about
don't.
you guys? Real quick before I leave, how is it being back in the com box and leading the charge and getting warmed up for the season?
There was some, hey Toast, I would say there was definitely some rust that needed to be removed, but once that was gone, I'd say that yeah, I'd say it went pretty well. It went pretty well. I mean, we had plenty of action to talk about, that's for sure.
There was
Well,
a moment where I almost I was having a little snack, and then Cozy was, I think it was Cozy, just getting so close to you, and I think he might have like bumped you for like a smidge, and I almost like, yeah, I swallowed my food pretty quickly. I was just too nervous. I thought you guys were gonna wreck each other out.
There was a lot of stress. There was too much
Very
stress in that
stressful.
race.
The Red Bulls were definitely really strong. Like you could just tell they have the Red Bull fighting spirit in them. Like
It's
they
crazy.
did not care. They did not care. Like they were like ready to fight, and it was pretty awesome. And for the most part, everybody was pretty respectful. I can only think of one instance that I felt was a little kind of out of pocket, as Blake would say. But other than that, I'm sure, yeah, I'm sure everybody probably saw the out of pocket moment, and that's all there needs to be said. So, but anyways, we're gonna be focused on next week at Qatar. I gotta go, guys, but I appreciate your time, and
Alrighty.
yeah,
Well, thank you. Good luck
Thank
next
you.
week to you and your teammate.
as
That's
always,
it.
looking good, David. Looking
Thank
good.
you. I'd like to think so too, but
Yeah.
thank you very much.
The biceps.
Okay.
Oh man.
Tell you what, before we go, I do want to get the Red Bulls in here. Like, I really
Go on,
do.
yeah. We didn't get them after practice. We should get them in here now. Get them in here. Get them in.
Hello.
Here they are.
Hello.
Yo.
Here we go. There were people who were disappointed that you guys were not in here after practice, and I think it's only fair
Gio's
after
in
that
here
crazy
too, by the way.
race.
He decided
Okay.
he wanted to open the door and let himself in, so.
Oh
Hi,
damn!
Gio.
The whole Red Bull family. Jeez. Go on. Tell us about your races, Cozy. Why don't you start us off?
I feel like it was pretty good. The 5-second penalty I got for the speeding in the pit lane did kind of hinder that. I think we could have gotten a podium had we not gotten that.
You shouldn't be
But
speeding in the pit
overall-
lanes, dude.
I missed my breaking point. I think it was literally
Oh
2
my
kilometers.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, it was like literally 2 km because I was just like rushing in. But besides that, pace was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with my teammate Dark. We've been making it work.
Mhm.
And I
Nice.
think we have a good chance at fighting for this constructors this year,
Ooh.
especially if we can have some other like teams be separated. Because I didn't really see any other team where we got 2 guys up front. Ferrari's got some pace with MGS, but it seemed that KV Sauce might need a little bit of work.
Yep.
And then besides that, I think JiCo is definitely going to be a threat. Mercedes and like JiCo and Icy, right?
Nice dude, yeah.
Yep, and then I was really impressed with Buck's pace off that safety car restart. He had an incredible run out of turn 1 on like lap 30 or something around there. He had an
Yeah.
incredible pace out of turn 1 with his grip.
For sure.
Plus we got here. Gio, how's your race?
Pretty good race, pretty good fun. Feel like I was behind Cozy, following him for most of the race.
Dude,
I
you
have to
guys
say,
were
A little
me
bit
and
like,
lucky
Gio
with
had
that
some good
safety car.
racing. Me and Gio had some good racing.
You did. You did, definitely. We got a bit of it, definitely, on the stream. We were paying attention to what you guys are up to. Is Dark, are you here?
Yep, right here.
You are, yep. How was your race? Because you unfortunately got tagged or got spun round. How'd you feel the pace was, at least?
I felt my pace was pretty good. If I would have stayed up front, I feel like I could have definitely fought for that win. I'm very happy with the results that I did get, though, especially since it's being preseason. But I'm very happy with the results of my teammate and the results that I got today.
dude, you guys did good. Like, to be completely honest, I'm just gonna throw it out there. You guys, I wasn't expecting that from you guys, but I'm very excited for this season, and it's gonna be really close
Impressed.
racing. Bring more of that every week, please.
Yes, please do.
It was a
Please
good
do.
show. I hope we have a good run in guitar.
Oh yeah, for sure. Are you guys excited? Will you
I
guys
am pretty
all be there?
excited. I should be there. It depends. I'm working on my job, so I should hopefully be able to schedule it that I'm not working Saturday nights.
You feel
Nice.
sick all of a sudden. That's what
Yeah.
you're gonna do.
Every Saturday I feel sick. I can't make it.
Dude, I'm so sick. I'm so sick. The overtime is just calling me. I'm sorry, guys.
Gio, what about you? Guitar? Feel good?
I don't know. I'm not really vibing with that track that much.
You're not
Ooh.
It
vibing
will
with
be
that track.
it's got a fun flow, but I don't think it'll make for really great racing. It's only like one or two passing spots you could really do. Otherwise,
Yeah, but
just
I
follow the
think
cars. It's like a Wallace Monaco in a way.
is the
Feels
weather
kind of bland
random, or
too.
are we gonna be dry this whole week?
It'll be dry for guitar, I believe.
It's in the
Okay.
desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
mean,
saying
I hope
'cause
it's dry.
wet line would go pretty wild.
Yeah, it would.
For sure.
Definitely.
Dark?
Should be a fun season coming up. Looking
I'm
forward
excited
to
for
it.
nighttime Monaco. I feel like that'll be a very interesting race.
What are your thoughts on guitar, Dark?
I'm very excited for Qatar. It's one of my favorite tracks on the calendar, as long as Monaco.
Ooh. That sounds good. Sounds good to me. Sounds like it should be quite a good battle. Sounds like it should
Yeah.
be an awesome race at Qatar, but we will let you guys go. You've all got other media commitments to get to, so we'll let you guys go. Thank you very much for joining us, you three.
Thanks, guys. And thanks for the
Appreciate
show.
it.
Appreciate it.
Goodbye.
Cheers.
Keep
Have a good
putting on a
night.
show. Hopefully Red Bull can be up there this season.
We shall see.
See you next week in Qatar.
Goodbye, guys.
See you next week.
See ya.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Oh, man. Well, that is good. That is good to see.
Yeah. Well,
Some good teams this season. Some really
it's-
good teams.
Yeah, it's actually
crazy.
pretty cool. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I am very
Pumped.
yeah, it's gonna be
Get pumped. Woo! Yeah. Get fucking pumped. But
okay.
no, in all seriousness, that was a crazy race, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And thank you very much. It was a pleasure as always. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you. I
And
appreciate
joining
it.
me in the combox. It was
Thanks
fun
for
as
having me.
always.
Alrighty. Well, Qatar will be next week.
Predictions. Shocker. We got it wrong. Who would have guessed that?
Oh,
yeah, we
damn,
didn't.
for real. We did it
I can't
again. Damn it.
Who would have seen that coming, eh? Who would
Yeah.
have seen that coming? But
No shit.
no, it was a pleasure as always, and thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if just quickly, if anyone wants to join, definitely you can either put in the chat, get in the Discord, get involved. We still have a few spots left, so anyone who wants to join, feel free. And yeah, we appreciate the support as always. So,
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Tomorrow?
No, right? Oh my goodness, I am crazy. See, this is what I'm talking about. Forget it. Scratch that. Delete.
well, we might see you tomorrow for some open lobbies and things like that. Even if you're not interested in the league, come join the open lobbies.
Oh yeah, that's
If
true.
you're fast and clean,
Probably
join.
run some open lobbies. Yep. See you next
Yeah.
week, guys. Sorry.
We'll catch you next week at Qatar.
Thanks, David. Have a good night.
Thank you, Toast. Peace out.
Adios.
Like that possum, Peace out.
Peace out. Bye.